Because, you know, we started off the day with a couple of non-mirrors in the Brood War set, so Pro League just had to let us know that this is in fact the actual Pro League. This is not a Chinese knockoff. We do have plenty of mirrors here. So, will you ever cast Foreign Brood War again? Dude, I casted Torin Higher Star League, yo. Pretty sick. Alright, Sky had played already. Oh, this time it could be Harangi. This time. No, it's gonna be Snow. Wait, did everybody switch to Terran? What the hell? Why Snow's Terran? Okay, I knew Snow was Terran. Actually, oh yeah, and then Harangi switched later, so now everybody's Terran. See, clearly Terran isn't balanced. Yeah, what could possibly be bigger than Torin Higher Star League? It's got frigging Wreckroll and Chill playing, yo. And Mondragon. How could you possibly be bigger? When was the last time you guys casted Mondragon? TV Troll League. So essentially, oh, did Mondragon die already? Ah, damn. Oh well. So it's gonna be C versus Snow here on Antigua Shipyard. On the left side is the red Terran. We will have C playing for Team 8, sponsored by EG. And on the right side, as the blue Terran, we will have Snow playing for CJ. Now, Snow did apparently beat an ST in WCS, I believe. Is that correct? I believe he did. So that's pretty impressive. But I mean, you know, we all know that Terran is OP in TVZ, so you know that's not really saying much. Trollolololol. Anyway, we do have a Wallin from Snow and no Wallin from C. And we actually have a very fast gas here from Snow. Look at this. Gas before barracks here. Whereas we're just seeing the standard barracks timing from C. Now so far in Pro League, the fast gas build in TVT has actually not indicated fast Banshees. It's actually indicated fast Hellion drop, which is quite peculiar. I guess this is something that the Kespa player has just made up or something. But you know, I've seen that I think at least twice now, where one Terran just goes for the super early gas and just goes for the Hellion drop. So let's see if that's what it is, or if it is just the more expected fast Cloak Banshees. And on the other side, C is also taking his gas. So neither player going for the fast expand. Even though that's quite nice on Antigua, especially since they are forced cross spawns. And so now Snow's SCV is coming in here. He's going to see what C's doing. C still has absolutely no idea. He still hasn't sent out an SCV scout yet, so C doesn't really seem to care what his opponent's build is. Of course, even if he sends an SCV out now, it'll be too late because Snow will have a Marine out to block it. So he's not even going to bother at all. He is throwing down his own factory here, but as we can see, the factory a lot faster for Snow, and it is in fact a reactor being thrown down on that barracks. So presumably this is in fact the reactored Hellion drop that I was talking about earlier. Whereas C, I'm still not 100% sure what he's going to be doing. Some kind of 1-1-1. He's getting a second gas now. And I believe that was the red health scouting SCV. It's actually hiding now at the 9 o'clock. I'm not sure what he's doing over there. Was he like checking for a proxy something? Maybe checking for a proxy factory or something like that? That might turn into proxy Banshees? Curious. Anyway, he's running over to the watchtower now, but then he's just gonna die because I believe C has a Marine over there. Anyway, it looks like it is actually going to be Banshees though from C. So C doing the much more, I don't know if it's much more common necessarily, but I guess more expected thing. Whoa! Oh, okay, no, that was on purpose. Okay, the mule's about to die. One thing you should do is, when you have a mule mining from the close mineral patches, on the last trip that it makes, like the timing works out where it will mine the minerals but not return them to the command center. So that's why you see a lot of players sometimes having the mules mining from the further away patch, because then it works out so you don't lose any minerals like that. But in this case, C decided to have it mine from the close patch and then manually micro it so that he wouldn't lose those extra minerals from the last run. So that's quite good. I actually remember having a discussion with people in the chat earlier on about why more pro gamers don't do that, and I think it just turned out to be like an APM thing or something. Anyway, whoa, what were all those bubbles coming out of the tech lab there? That was interesting. Anyway, we do actually see a Viking out now first. 2 Vikings, in fact. So no medevacs to drop these Hellions in. Actually, the Hellions are just going to run in by themselves. We have 2 Vikings running around to go snipe this Banshee, and that first Viking is going in a good path here. Meanwhile, we do have the command center down for C, so he's gone for a fast Banshee into expand, but the Hellion's going to come in here, deny that expansion pretty easily. And oh, nice reaction there by C, lifting his depot wall to prevent those Hellions from getting in. Meanwhile, oh my god, the Banshee's going to spawn on top of the Viking. The Banshee will spawn. Whoa! The Marines quickly come in to save their Banshee buddy. And oh, but look at this, the Hellion's actually on the low ground helping take down the Marines, but that's not really worked out too well. He's lost 2 of the Hellions and hasn't killed any of C's units, it seems like. He's done a bit of damage to those Marines. Tickled them a little bit. Gave them a nasty sunburn, I guess. And look at that, there was actually... Oh, the command center actually was cancelled at the natural and remade in the main, but he made it on the edge of his base, so the SCV got killed anyway, which is kind of silly. But now the Banshee is moving across the map. He's got to be so careful though with the Vikings already out. The Vikings actually look to be going on an intercept path here. I gotta say, Snow doing some really nice predictive movements with his Vikings. Meanwhile, getting his own command center in his main base, gonna float that out eventually when he feels safe. Meanwhile, another Banshee's sees continuing Banshee production here, which kind of confuses me considering his opponent is getting Vikings. I mean, usually when you see your opponent's gone for the 1-1-1 as well as getting Vikings, you don't make, you know, more than 1 or 2 Banshees. But C just keeping up with these Banshees. I mean, he does have Cloak though, so you know, at the very least, he will cause Snow to use a few scans here. And there is the Cloak on the Banshee. He's going to come in here and get scanned. But the thing is, only 1 orbital though is up for Snow, and we actually see that he has been saving up energy though, so he does have a second scan. It looks like he's not using any mules, saving up those scans to take on the Banshees. Interestingly, he still hasn't taken his second gas yet. Just now taking his second gas, despite going for this 1-1-1 opening. And oh, he just used a mule! Oh my god, he just used a mule right as the second Banshee came in. Oh my god, that mule. That troll mule. Oh man, he's gonna lose so many SCVs here. I think Snow might have assumed the same thing as I did, which is that C would not continue making Banshees and would not go in with another Banshee, knowing that Snow had made so many Vikings. And so he just dropped a mule. He's like, alright, this is fine, I'll just make a mule. And then boom, hit with that Banshee. So he's just lost a whole bunch of workers. He's lost a lot of mining time here. I think 12 workers lost in total. C now, having his command center planted, is moving across the map with a decent sized Marine force supported by a couple of siege tanks there. 15 Marines, 2 siege tanks, and a Banshee are out. We do see a Raven out for Snow, but that's really not going to do anything against Marines and tanks. And I think he's actually in big trouble now. I don't know how he's going to stop this force. But the good thing for him, at least, is that he hasn't actually taken his natural yet. Actually, I'm not sure if that's good, but that means that he might not necessarily die right now. Oh god, run away! Run away! Oh shit, Marines! Marines OP! So, he's got a bunch of Hellions actually. He can roast the Marines, but the tanks obviously would do a good job. Man, he needs to be so careful with those, because that Banshee and the tank's going to do so much damage. Oh man, it looks like the Vikings take down the Banshee, but what can he do against the Marines? He actually probably should just land the Vikings now. He's going to have to land the Vikings in order to not die. Maybe try and draw the Marines away with the Hellions and then land the Vikings on the tanks or something like that. I think that might have been what he was trying to do right there, actually. But it looks like C is actually not going to press the issue here, because C knows that with his expansion up and running, he's in a fantastic position anyway. I mean, he's at 77 supply against the 49 supply of Snow right now. C is just miles and miles ahead. Meanwhile, another Banshee coming in here. Oh man, this is going to be so brutal. Although a second orbital should be done now for what's-his-face, for Snow, who is actually adding on additional factories here. But he's still on one base. Like, he's just going mech on one base? Seriously? Yeah. C on the other hand, just going for the standard marine tank style, it seems. Third command center now actually down for Snow, so perhaps just gonna try and just play a bit of catch up here, play a little bit greedy, but he can't move out of his natural at least, so he won't be able to take the third base anytime soon. With those two siege tanks kind of holding the line there, and a few more reinforcements coming in. I mean, Snow doesn't even have any good counterattack possibilities. He doesn't have like any marines to go drop, and oh, he might lose these Vikings. All right, pulls them away in time. C using a scan. Oh my god, he sees there's only 5 Hellions at the top. He can just bust this. He's going in right now. He's going in. The Hellions go down to try and get a good angle on the Marines, but it's not enough. He's bringing the Vikings over, and this is probably just going to be way too much here. He's going to land the Vikings. He's going to drop an auto turret, but look at all the reinforcements coming in here. This is going to be it. There's no way Snow can hold these. He's pulling all of his SCVs, but C is going to take the game. GG! And C closes out the series. Team 8, 4-1s. CJ Entus, and secures their place in the playoffs. Good job, C. And CJ Entus has now dropped into a position where they potentially, depending on the rest of the matches, could actually, in theory, not make the playoffs. I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what's happened. They do have one more match to play, I think. But I think Team 8 now will be feeling a lot more comfortable now that they're at least guaranteed to be in the playoffs. Right now, it's just a matter of what their actual ranking is at the end, because of course, the higher ranked you are at the end of the regular season, the better position you are in the playoffs. You have to play fewer matches, and also you get to pick the map that is used for the ace match. So yeah.